Hey guys, you're watching One and Only. My name is AJ. What have we got today? What do I have in store? Well, I've got a very simple thing, but awesomely cool. And it has loads of potential in a ton of things that you might want to be building in this new TU31 update. It's a slime launch. Now, I've dressed mine up a little bit, made mine look pretty cool. But if I run through here, boing, look at that. Straight onto this block. It's like I judged the math perfectly. So yeah, we jumped from here to there. That is a crazy jump. There ain't no parkour king in the world that could make that jump normally. But with the power of slime blocks, we were able to launch ourselves through the through the air like some sort of eagle. And we're on again. It's perfect. Now, obviously, you don't need to put all this fancy-dancy stuff that I've got around it. Today, I'm going to teach you how to build the simplest version of this, just the bare redstone itself. So, we're going to need, obviously, slime blocks and some sticky pistons. You're going to need a repeater, you're going to need some torches, and you're going to need some redstone. Finally, you're going to need a block that that slime blocks, sorry, do not stick to. Now, there are a number of them in the game. Obviously dirt and stuff like that they all stick to, and in fact the piston won't move at all. I'll show you that in a minute. But the cheapest one, well, I think the cheapest one is probably furnace, especially if you're doing this in survival, seeing as though a furnace only takes cobblestone itself to make. You've probably got a lot of that laying about, so furnace is probably the cheapest option as far as redstone or as far as resources are concerned. Now, why do we need furnaces? Oh man, I think a bug just flew into my throat. Why do we need furnaces? Well, if I put a piston on the floor here with a slime on it, it goes up and down absolutely fine. And in fact, if I connect a block to it, it'll go up and down with that block there, even though there's not a piston on it. Really, really cool. The only problem is when we put it in the ground, like this, for example. Now, when I power this piston, it brings up the whole floor. Okay, and we don't want that. We don't want the whole floor to rise up when we launch every time. And there's another problem. If I end up getting more blocks than what's allowed for a piston to be able to push, I think the limit's 12. So that's got to be more than 12, right? If I power this now, it doesn't move at all because there's too much behind it to be able to lift. So the way that we get around that is by making sure that furnace blocks, or some other ones, but furnace being the cheapest, are surrounding our sticky piston. So let's start. We want a piston at the bottom, sticky piston with a slime block on top. In fact, do slime blocks stick to normal? Have I been really derpy here? Am I being super, super derpy? I might be. No, I'm not. Good. They don't stick to the piston faces. Okay, no problem. And once we've got this, you're going to have a repeater on maximum delay, or all 4 ticks, going straight into the sticky piston. Behind that, you're going to want 1 piece of redstone, and then you're going to want your pressure plate on top. So I'm going to have this dirt on the ground with a pressure plate on top of it, like that. So now whenever we stand on this pressure plate, the slime block comes up into the sky. The only trouble is, like I said, it connects to all these other ones. So let's stop that from happening by putting these furnaces around here and there. And now just the slime block comes up. So that's... my dog's barking. So that's step 1, okay? Now what we need is the slime block facing that way to then launch us forward. If I use this now, we do go up. You could use this to go up to a short distance, but sort of high distance if you wanted to. Boing. And get up there. But it's not quite as epic as going all the way over to... I mean, look at the distance we went. That's crazy. So what we're going to do is we're going to come underneath this pressure plate again where this redstone is, and we're going to put a repeater there, and I think we want it on a 3-tick delay. I think. I might be wrong. We'll find out. Once we've done that, you're going to put a block with a torch on it, and then another block with a torch on it, and then another block with a piece of redstone on it. And then you're going to want maybe another one like this, and then another slime launcher like so. Now, I think that's set up correctly with the right... Yeah, that's got to be right. I just built it over there. I'm trying to remember now. So if I run through here now, boing, we get launched. It works. It's amazing. Now, it's most of the redstone is pretty well hidden. This block can obviously be covered up, and you can sort of hide this in whatever way you want. Like, I hid mine up with some logs around it. In fact, it doesn't even have to be this chunky. So you can see I could use this block if I wanted to. But yeah, redstone underneath. Super simple, exactly the same as what I had on the one we just built there. But that's the naked version. Boing! Now, what could you use this for? Well, I'm sure your brains are going crazy right now at all the potentialities. I would really like a treehouse village, but instead of bridges to each house, you just have a slime block launcher. So to get to each treehouse, you have to go right over the lawn. It would be so cool, wouldn't it? Swinging from tree to tree like Tarzan, basically. That's all we're going to have for this episode, though, guys. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. We shall see you in the next episode.